Hi, Libra. This is your reading for everything that's going to happen for you between September 9th and 15th. Arya's going to help me today, apparently. Everything that's going to go on for you for September 9th through 15th, all the expected energies, what's coming ahead. Let's take a look at some of the energies from the previous week to start. Let's see how the previous week went for you. Some of the energies that you're coming in with, or what Libra had to deal with in the previous week. Connection. Huh. That was a lot. I'm gonna just put that away. Start over. What did Libra's previous week bring them? Evolution. And obstacle. Interesting. So it does seem kind of like, you know, you're just kind of like powering through and holding ground, possibly. 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. What's going on there with that? The previous week energies for Libra. 6 of Swords and Page of Wands in reverse. It feels like some leaving behind of some expectations that you thought were going to go a certain way, and it felt like really internal with a little bit of it coming external. And honestly, I just want like some overall energy for the previous week. It's kind of flip-floppy. It seems really good with the other cards, and then it kind of seems like pretty heavy with those, so I want to know what this overall did for you. We got the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, this really feels like things that weren't supposed to be a part of the storyline with the 5 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Some things that were supposed to go a little bit rocky so that you could actually find out where you're supposed to gain and hold your power from here forward. So let's just kind of begin on what this coming week holds for you then. Let's see some of these energies of what is to be expected for the 3-dimensional aspects for the week, the inevitabilities, as I would call it, for everything that could have happened within the 3D of the coming week. And then I'm going to do how you can rise above that and what you as a spiritual soul can do to aim yourself towards your highest potential and manifest your highest potential. So let's start with the 3-dimensional aspects for Libra for the week of September 9th through 15th and see what they're going to be dealing with here. What is Libra going to be dealing with? 8 of Pentacles in reverse for the beginning of the week. Energies with that. 9 of Swords with that. Dang, guys, I'm so sorry that it's gonna kind of seem like in the first few days or maybe the first day as though everything around you might be not really wanting you to just do your job, or the circumstances may make it seem like you have a lot more to care about, that you wish you could kind of fix so that you could get things to line up a little bit better. At the very least, that's where we're starting. So let me just continue here. This is how the 9 of Swords looks in this deck. All of my decks will be in the description below. Judgment card next for the second part of the week, and the 3 of Pentacles. So that's really great. I do believe that you're going to stand your ground and you're going to explain some things to some people, or at least like they're going to randomly align things better than you expected. Okay, and then what we have next is the Sun in reverse and the Two of Cups. Let's just take a grander scheme of everything before we reflect completely. Knight of Cups. That's how you're ending that week. Finishing out that week with the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I really feel like you're going to be like meeting somebody on the weekend that you really, or in getting it, because you do have the Two of Cups here. Maybe you will be enjoying yourself with a significant other over the weekend, but maybe also, I don't know, let me just do all my clarifying cards, because I really get all of my ideas once I get at least like 3 aspects going for each energy. Because I think that like in the 3D part of these readings, you really gotta just, you need the descriptions of what is really gonna happen, and then we can rise above that to see, you know, how to make it all go in your favor. Alrighty, clarifying cards for Libra, beginning of the week, first part of the week. Two of Pentacles for the first part. Clarifying card for the Three of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Eight of Pentacles in reverse again. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups for the third part of the week. Interesting. I really feel like I need more for that. What's going on with the Sun in reverse and the Two of Cups? So you got the Seven of Wands here, the Nine of Swords again, the Ten of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Wands here. And so what this really feels like to me, and I'll go through all this, but like this was like jumping out at me right now. So it feels like at this point in your week, you are having to really give these people what they're asking for and just do everything according to their expectation, because you're trying to uphold your like reputation, and like that's what Libra does. It wants to just make sure that it gives forward towards what they're expected to bring the balance and to, you know, deepen that relationship, because the Libra knows what everybody's potential is and what they deserve, and he does care for all of them, but really he doesn't actually, I don't know why I'm saying he, but I just kind of felt that right now. You know, may not necessarily feel like the people that you're involved with are like the greatest, and it's going to feel like intense energy. And that's where that Ten of Cups is coming in, and it's all just to be the supporter. And that's where the Seven of Wands here is again. Once again, you're like, you want to come up here? Come on. She likes to be on my shoulders, but she's an empath, and she can tell how the story's going and doesn't always stay. The Seven of Wands really feels like it doesn't feel like a pleasant energy. You realize what the expectations are with the people that you're involved with. It really feels like work. Good girl. Settle down. She's a talker. You just wait for her to find her place. She should find it. You okay, Arya? She likes to be on my shoulders, so. Alright, so Seven of Wands. Not really feeling like these are what you really deserve to have to care about, and it's going to feel a bit stressful. It's going to be like your time is going to require a lot of you, but in the end it will help the reputation that you were trying to build. And that's what this is all about, is showing your worth in your workplace, honestly. So let's pull a few clarifying cards. You guys should see this too. Say hi. So let's pull a few clarifying cards for these cards over here. The Nine of Pentacles that's in reverse and the Knight of Cups. Just wanted to make sure that all got adjusted right for you. Oh, cool. We have the Four of Swords and the Page of Cups in reverse here. I have too many questions. I want to know how this week is going to end for you. We have the King of Pentacles. Oh, and we did also have this upright and the Page of Swords. So it's going to be more about logic of how you're going to be setting up your reputation this week, letting others know who you are, and possibly, yeah, really laying down some clarity. Probably to like other people, you're going to realize some things about yourself. And you're going to recognize the fact that you, like, there's going to be some reflections by the end of the week of, like, where you wish you could be independent. But all of this feels like, all of these cards make me think of a dedication to a higher purpose. And that's what this King of Pentacles is here. There's this higher esteem that you hold for yourself for what you should be doing. And that is, like, what you're holding out for. And you're letting yourself, you're going to find a way to like rise above. All of this feels like rising above the situation and seeing these people that kind of like frustrate you at times as being like just part of the storyline. And that's where this Eight of Swords is like you stepping outside of that allowance of imprisonment within yourself and accepting the areas where you may not be the fully unrestricted form of yourself that you can be, but rather accepting with this Knight of Cups, accepting the areas where you're going to just be taking the slower track and knowing that you're just doing this thing of like getting everybody to know who you are as a god, because later on you guys are gonna be all at my feet. And that'll be exactly how you see it, is like, I know it will take time, but y'all motherfuckers are gonna do this to me one day. That's how this is gonna feel. And you're gonna find your sense of peace and acknowledgement of rising above the situation. And it really feels like just all minor aspects of like people kind of annoying you a little bit here and there, and then you being like, you know what, I know why I'm doing this. And that's what's happening at the beginning of the week, where you're like, yep, just kind of juggling things for other people. You got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse twice here. So this is all for a greater purpose, but in that process, there's a lot of things going on that don't feel pleasant to do to get you where you want to be, because you have such a high expectation for yourself, because you see this higher potential for yourself. And that's when you kind of lay down your truth here about where you're going to be involved. Three of Pentacles, where you want to be a team player, and just drawing some truth. The Judgment card here, about where you're not willing to do your part. And that is when you come to this area over here where you get real with the people involved at work or wherever this is, with the individual that you're with, and you let them know, look, I'm willing to dedicate towards this, but it's really not that pleasant for me completely. But like, that's fine. I'm going to actually enjoy it. I'm going to step into the alignment that we need together, because I know what you need. And I know that all of this is mostly for you right now, because you're going to be at my feet later anyway. And I need this, right? And that's where all of this happens, where you're like, yeah, you still get your victory, but like, you know, it's not all fun and dandy the whole time. All for status though, you guys. All for acclaim later on, whether or not you're calling towards it to others, it's for yourself. It's all within yourself. Let's take a look at how you can rise above and why all this is occurring for you. How Libra can really tap into their higher storyline and what this is all about. Libra's higher potential and what this is all about. Ten of Wands in reverse. Yep, you guys, this is all about letting go of the areas that you don't deserve to have to be maintaining other people's bullshit any longer. Five of Cups in reverse. Nice. This is all about relieving that inner part of yourself as well that is attempting to say that, oh, now that I see this is going on, it must not be working out. These things in general, what I'm involved with isn't mine. And that's what this is. You're not supposed to be collecting this information, this data, as delivering information. And that's where in this mid part of the week, you realize a few things and you say, let's reduce this back down to something real simple, you know? Let's make this real simple. And you realize, oh my God, like you almost made me cry over your spilt milk, you know? So step away from the areas where it looks that way. Let go of the burdens that others were trying to have you hold as your own. Recognize that your name isn't engraved on that staff that you're trying to carry for someone. And then Judgment in reverse here and Ace of Cups in reverse here. Interesting. This to me feels like I want to pull one on reverse Judgment. It's called Eon. Ugh. I don't know how to say words out loud, only in my head sometimes. Aeon. Okay, so with the Judgment in reverse, we have Temperance. Awesome. So let me just pull one for Ace of Cups in reverse, and then we can I can drive this home for you. Yeah. So this is, oh my gosh. So we come out of that realm of almost being like, oh my God, why are you doing this again? And like thinking that something isn't going to go right. You pull out of that, realize how they're trying to pull you into their storyline. And this is where you pull out of the storyline they were trying to hold you in and their judgments. That's what this feels like. Literally their judgments. And look at the two people. And like all of the funneling going on and like the focus of attention, and I just really feel like there's a potential where you could have allowed yourself to qualify yourself within the mundanity and the crappiness of everybody else's BS this week. And you step outside of it and realize that this is not your highest potential, this is not where you're headed, this is not your own, and that's where the Temperance comes in play. And the Ace of Cups here in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse here, that just shows me how this is not your play that you're involved with, and that you have a different cup somewhere else. Don't be asking for them to fill your cup here, you guys. Don't be letting their convoluted BS be poured into that sacred cup of yours. Do not let them fill you with their judgments. And the Six of Pentacles, perfect. It's literally saying, like, don't be giving your whole being to this. Don't be trying to balance the scales. Remember how the Six of Pentacles usually looks is the guy who's giving forth to the poor, and he's measuring out what he's capable of giving, and he realizes, like, okay, great, this feels great when I have a balanced process of income that I can give to others what I'm able to afford, and this is just a beautiful cycle. And that's not what you're here to do, because what you would be doing is giving out a piece of your heart, a piece of your soul, and that's not what you're here to do. You're not supposed to actually balance these people's scales, okay? So let's see what this higher chapter is for this week for you, what this is all about. Cosmic Connection. You're the second one to get that one. That's cool. So really don't let yourself get involved with the experience here. This is all supposed to bring you back in alignment with yourself and see where you actually have this higher sense of knowledge, of knowing past what you expected, of connection to your guidance, that's going to give you some like, I see you getting like hindsight realizations of the insight that you had that you didn't let yourself really grasp, that you didn't really believe. And then you're going to get there and you'll be like, I knew the whole time. And you're going to learn a lot about that sort of thing. What else can we help them? Positive outlook, Libra. That just comes to show how this week is really going to try to make you think that your whole world is showing you you're not supposed to be here. That is not the point right now. That is not the point right now. Divine support. Once again, this is all about the faith that you're going to hold in just having faith. In just having faith. Clear your energy. Beautiful. That is really perfect. I think that was actually really perfect for that spot, because just like how he's like hacking down everybody's bullshit, man, this is exactly what you're going to be doing. It's going to be a lot of distraction, but really make this about the spiritual path, because you're going to learn a lot about the coordination that's behind the veil of what you're supposed to be looking at. And even in your higher realms here, you have all these reversals that are saying like, look away from this, look away from that, look away from all the burdens people are trying to make you hold, look away from all of the areas where they think that you failed, or that something isn't working out, or where they think that something isn't working out in the work area or in the relationship. Look away where they're actually going to try to draw conclusions about what's going on here, and you might even be in like a meeting where your boss is saying something like, all right, so here's the decision that we've had to come to, and it's going to involve you not getting a raise, or you not getting this position, or something not happening the way that they told you it was going to happen. You're going to be like, oh, I'm so far past this now. This is not even mine. And you're going to be like, oh, it's good. Like, just leave me. Like, I don't want to deal with you any longer. And then over here, they might even like offer you some other like, hey, thanks. You know, like, and try to give you the shit cup, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, I'm just trying to get through this. But like, also it's because you know what is better that's out there, and you know that you're not giving out every ounce of your energy to these people. So since you knew that you weren't giving out every ounce of your energy, and you were reserving your sacred cup for what you know is what you deserve, you're going to have all that more energy to dedicate towards these areas of what you're actually like being involved with, what you're actually being granted. And it's total cosmic connection, you guys. Learning about what the support is really trying to give you outside of this whole clutter. The situation will improve is what your angels have as a message. Is there any other messages that you would like to bring, Libra? No, great. I love that. Oh yeah, here, let's just give any information for plant a seed and wait. I really like that, because this definitely feels like a week to wait. But like, it doesn't have a lot of waiting energy. It has a lot of like enduring energy. But like, you really do end with like this like sparkle in your eye, this twinkle in your eye, where you're like, okay, this is actually, haha, like, it's like I'm looking through the glass window at the animals at the zoo rather than being the guy that's having to feed them, you know? So yes, I hope that helps you guys. I really love each and every one of you. Actually, I'm sorry, I always pull one of these as well. Let me just give you a little bit more guidance with the animal spirit decks here. I don't actually know if that's the name. Check that out in the description. But to help Libra, be fearless and be bold. Learn from the past. This feels like with people for sure. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Parrot spirit, watch your words. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture, totally, and be in the now. Be here now for the hummingbird spirit. Those messages feel so good to me for what this is all about for you guys. Be fearless and bold, learn from the past, tend to the small things, see the big picture, watch your words, and be here now. That really sums it up for me. Thank you so much, Libra. Please give us a like if you enjoyed it. I am building this channel for the first time, and please hit that notification button if you want to see where this grows and receive all of this guidance in your next week for that soul work that's coming ahead. Thank you. Love you so much, guys.